Welcome to another episode on Signals from the Inside. I'm your host, Maisie Lovett, where we decode the symptoms that no one else is explaining so you can finally understand what your body is trying to tell you, because every symptom has a story and every story deserves to be heard. So it's time to start listening. Today, we're going to be talking about why you still feel off even when you're doing everything right. So I have a lot of clients who come to me and they're typically telling me, I'm doing all the right things. I'm prioritizing protein. I'm eating whole foods. I am going to the gym 3 to 4 times a week. I'm doing weight training. I'm doing all the possible things that I could be doing. I'm even taking my supplements. And a lot of times what we find, if that is you, this episode is going to be a lot of dot connections for you. But a lot of times what we find is they're still feeling exhausted. They're still feeling off in their body. It's almost as if their body isn't even responding to the things that they're doing, whether they're looking for weight loss or they're trying to just maintain. Either their body is in a state of gaining, they're feeling exhausted, they're rushing through life like it's like we're running a race, they're struggling with anxiety. There's a whole bunch of things that are going on underneath the surface, including if there's symptoms, if you've got thyroid problems, liver detox issues, or other detox problems, gut health issues. This is going to be the space where we're going to connect those dots today. So I want to start by giving you a couple of layers of educational pieces that we really need to talk about. So layer number one, this is going to be about the surface versus the root. I think a lot of times when it comes to the health industry, it's a focus big on what are you doing, the what you're doing. Are you doing your supplements? Are you working out? Are you eating the right foods? Are you cutting calories? Are you cutting out all the sugars, all the processed foods? And a lot of times whenever it comes up to questions where, people like me, they question, hey, why? A trainer, a nutritionist, or a doctor, or whatever, you go to them and you're like, hey, these things are still happening, even though I'm doing all the right things. And the number one thing that they'll tell you is push harder, just try harder, do more, cut more, or work out harder. And that's not always the answer. And even though more than likely you've already been doing that, it's not solving the problem. So we need to look at another layer. Layer number two is your nervous system. All right. If your body does not feel safe, it's not going to operate and function properly. It's just not going to happen. Your digestion is going to slow down. Your hormones are going to shift. Fat loss is going to become harder. Your energy is going to deplete. And your body is designed to protect you. So when you're living in a state of survival mode and that fight and flight response, the only thing it is going to prioritize is protection. That's it. Now, layer number three, if we look a little bit below your nervous system, we're going to find trauma and patterns. And I think 100% this is where a lot of people stop. Like when you go to the doctor, your doctor isn't going to ask you, well, tell me about your stress. Tell me about what's going on in your life. Tell me how you grew up. Which parent were you most in conflict with? Which parent were you most connected to? They're not going to ask you these questions. They're going to write you a script, tell you need to go do this. You should go consult a nutritionist or whatever, a dietitian. And here you go. Here's your prescription. When we start asking these layers deeper, we find a lot of times that clients are holding on to patterns from traumas that have happened ages ago, something from childhood, something from their teenage years, something from their early adult years, or even their 30s. Events that happen in your life, whether they're subtle, whether they're big. So it doesn't matter if it's lowercase t trauma, if it's capital T trauma, it's there. Your body doesn't know the difference between lowercase t, oh, it's not that bad, it's on a scale of 2 of 10. It doesn't know the difference between those things. Your body's not scaling how trauma is. Its only job is to protect you. That is what it's doing. A lot of these small little patterns, we can even relate it to pressure to perform or perfectionism, always feeling the need to be on. Or you're feeling anxious, you're feeling on edge, you overthink, you overanalyze things. You're constantly thinking about what the other person is going to think, or you're people pleasing. You're just the yes person, or you're the quiet person. You're the person that just stays quiet whenever there's conflict. You avoid, you run, because whether you grew up in unpredictable environments at home or you were married to a partner who didn't give you space to think or be or do or whatever, it was just criticized or it was shut down or dismissed or rejected. All those things matter in how your body shows up. So you're storing stress, you're storing patterns, you're storing stories. Your body tells a unique story than somebody else. My body's going to tell a unique story compared to somebody else. It's my story, it's my experiences, it's my timeline. Same thing goes for you. So, what we want to do is we want to look at not trying harder, because that's never what I want somebody to do. That's not going to be the answer. I want you to start listening to your body and really decode what it's trying to tell you. Pay attention to the cues that you feel. When you go to speak up, do you feel a lump in your throat? Do you feel your chest tighten? Are you getting heart palpitations? Do you feel a tightness anywhere in your body? Take a moment to pause. Pause first. And this starts where you're not accustomed to it. Practice makes progression, not perfection. It's like I tell my clients all the time, we have to practice getting to that point. And when we're looking at how our body is feeling, if you're noticing these symptoms come up, or you're noticing there's a tightness in your throat, or a conversation that maybe you've want to had and you've just brushed off and said, no, it doesn't matter. It's just me feeling this way, or whatever, or you get a rumbly in your tummy whenever you're about to have a conflict with your partner, or there's something that you need to bring up. Your body is cueing you in that it's holding on to something, a pattern, a trauma, a stress, a something that it is ready to release. And it needs to be released so that you don't continue to feel the symptoms. This is why with my clients, we always start with a stress map. And it's a diagnostic that I walk them through. And it's something that I do for them prior to us diving into a session. So we might talk about, key symptoms that are going through, but the deeper picture is to see what your body is holding on to, because that's when everything starts to make sense. So it removes a lot of the guesswork. We're looking at it. These are the patterns, the timelines, the pressures, the situations that have happened in your life, not for you to relive them, because dear God, we never want to do that. It's for you to have an open door and a new way of viewing how to heal your body from the inside out. And when we start with a stress map, things click. It's like seeing the puzzle fully put together, because you actually understand what's going on inside of your body rather than guessing. Is it this? Is it that? Is it this? You start to see those dots really connect. So if you're tired of feeling tired, I'm going to encourage you and invite you to book a stress mapping diagnostic with me. DME map. We'll start there. I'll ask you some questions about your symptoms, and we'll decipher a little bit more into the emotional patterns of what's going on. But everything starts with a map. That's the easiest and the safest way for you to be able to heal, and it helps you heal a lot faster so that you can continue to have the results that you desire for longer term. So I'll see you in my inbox.